Up. Come on, Lamar, leave. I'll take you in Atlanta right now.
I just want him to be healthy.
Now over Mariota.
Super Mario? Yeah, I'll take him. I'll take Lamar.
Not Super Mario.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Now we're on. Now we're ready to go. Jesus Christ.
Help.
We need help. All right, we back. Good morning from the gate. Good morning, football. Good morning, football is back. I know it was on Thursday, but official NFL Sunday is back. Negating church, we're negating the wives, we're negating the girlfriends, we're negating the fiance. The yams getting negated. Just give us the beer. Go do what you gotta do. We'll pay for the nails. We'll pay for everything. Just like, well, Monterey's not tipping, so I mean, that's a whole different story. You have to watch last night's After Dark episode that went off the rails often. Rants here and there.
Yes, sir. Hella tangents and rants.
Somebody had to piss where they eat. A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
But go watch
niggas had to get had to get checked a little bit.
Listen.
Had to tell them to fall back.
Go watch it. Go watch it for the shenanigans and the BMT rants, of course. And Asia not dealing with BMT rants. But, that was last night. This is this morning. It's Amazing Spider Can, a.k.a. Mr. A.K.A. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ask me everything. I'm the sensei for a reason.
Niners all day. I'm claiming the Niners right now. Just claim your teams now. It's week 1.
Claim your teams now. You already know. He's sensei of the Blerd Cartel, CEO status. And, all season. Every season, I'm rocking with them Atlanta Falcons, baby. I know this year we a little, but in Kyle Pitts we trust, nigga. Let's go.
Y'all looking shaky, baby.
I don't have a particular team because I'm just a fan of the game. Monterey Hudson, your boy. But because of fantasy lockups, I have to be AKA in Russ we trust. Because that is the quarterback leading the fantasy matchup. But
that sounds like a coward.
So it is what it is. I don't have a particular team. It is what it is. But in Russ we trust this year.
And cowardice.
Well, we get into the news of this morning. Actually, Lamar Jackson has been, been trying to work out a contract with the Ravens. Last day was, I believe, yesterday or Friday that he could work out a contract. So they ain't work out a contract. He's gonna work the rest of the year off the one he has now. So I heard it was what, 290 million?
What it's saying, 250.
250, 133 guaranteed at signing. So what you think? I mean,
man, like, I get it. I get what he wanted because of the Kyler Murray and situation with his contract and some stuff. He wanted as much money guaranteed as possible, especially because of Deshaun Watson, him getting 250 guaranteed, period. He ain't played in a year, got allegations on him for a year, and it's wild that he wanted as much money guaranteed as possible. And I'm figuring, I want him to be on the contract because, the way he plays, he's a running quarterback, and that's dangerous. I want him to be on the contract. But I also get the Ravens could have came up from 133 guarantee. Like, they could have came up at least a little bit more than that. Like,
real quick, not to cut you off, J.K. Dobbins is not starting today for the Ravens, so
they
you might want to go adjust your lineups.
Yeah, I do that while I'm on this. But they could have came up a little more than at least 130. Like, if they would have came up more to try to meet him somewhere, then I feel they'd have been able to get a contract done. Just 130, that's half. They try to stay like normal contract standard when we already had 2 contracts go far past that. For quarterbacks that quote unquote aren't worthy of said contract, I'm sorry, they could have came up more than that. They could have came up more. 160, 175. Try to get somewhere close to the 200 mark just to give him a reason to think. But just staying at 130, there's no way he was going to take that. So I get it. They weren't going to take that at 130. It's just now if he get hurt, like it'll be more like a Dak Prescott situation where like you play under the last thing and now you got to hope you don't get hurt. And if you get hurt, it's up to the team. And I hate that. So
is it true that he doesn't want to run anymore? Like be a run first quarterback?
I don't know about that because that's his style. If he don't run, that team ain't gonna work right. So he gonna have to run something. Like he has to be that main threat. Unless his arm just gets Peyton Manning-esque, you know, if he get like that, then sure he ain't gotta run. But until we see that.
I mean, I think that's if I don't believe that's true, but if it is, I think that's dumb. You know what I mean? Because it's been working for you. You know what I mean? You want a unanimous MVP playing that style of football, so why change it? Like, I mean, yeah, you could add more elements to your passing ability, but why take away what makes you dynamic in the first place, which is running the football? Like, just incorporate that. I mean, you could do it less, but to completely take it away is, to me, that's stupid.
I don't know if it was completely taken away, but I guess let's dumb it down. I mean, that easily.
I mean, unless if he ain't trying to be on no RG3 shit, then I mean he'll be good. But as far as the contract situation, I mean, I feel like they lowballed him with the 130. Like, I mean, you know, Deshaun Watson, a nigga who ain't playing what almost 2 years, got 230 million guaranteed. You know what I mean? So that's basically the Ravens telling Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson better than you. You know what I mean? Because we not paying you as much as him. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you when Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert contracts come up, they ain't going to have these difficulties. They going to get them niggas they money. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. This might be a little shaky situation in Baltimore. Maybe we might see him on a franchise tag next year. Or
he's definitely getting tagged.
He gonna get tagged.
You know what I mean?
And then the thing I can bring,
They got to get
no doubt about it.
If they don't get it together, he will be in another uniform, haunting Baltimore for the rest of their days.
I mean, if you look at it, how long has he been in the league, and he still has no weapons except for Mark Andrews.
My thing was just that Kyler Murray got a $230 million contract with $189 guaranteed. I'm like, come on now, bro. Like,
and they said he don't do homework.
And he's still on the contract for 2 years. I'm like, bro, if he can get 230, 189 guaranteed, y'all gonna lowball Lamar, who got an MVP under his belt, who got a playoff win under his belt. Y'all gonna lowball him to 133, like almost half of the contract guarantee when Kyler Murray only got 40 million not guaranteed to him? Man, come on, man. Like, y'all could have did better than that. Like, you didn't have to go as much as Kyler Murray. You didn't have to go 220 guaranteed, 200 guaranteed. I ain't saying that. You could have did better than 133.
It's coulda, shoulda, woulda in Baltimore.
Could have did better than that.
It's always shoulda, coulda, woulda, except for, when they went to the Super Bowl, what was it, 2011?
And Flacco, we trust.
That's the last time they trusted
the immortal Joe Flacco.
I think Joe Flacco's starting. Is he starting for the Jets today?
He's starting because Zach Wilson ain't playing at least until Pittsburgh, which is week 4, week 5, at least.
He got injured dealing with somebody's mom, maybe. I don't know. Neither hand right there.
The MILF hunter.
The MILF hunter, Zach Wilson. All right, let's get to these games. Let's get to these. This pick. Let's pick who's gonna win today. Oh, never mind. We get the Bills and the Rams because Josh Allen torched them.
Ooh, I was definitely wrong on that one. I had it being a close game, and the Rams taking it maybe by a field goal. Hell no, they got taken to the woodshed. That's what happened. Like,
let's figure this out. Matt Stafford got picked off 3 times, got sacked 7 times. Von Miller looked like he's in the fountain of youth. Cam Akers ass. Henderson did nothing. Allen Robinson got targeted 2 times. Cooper Kupp was Cooper Kupp. Nothing wrong with that. And then that's it. And Matt Stafford looked like he was just a deer caught in the headlights for the most part. I don't know if it's the elbow or whatever the case may be. And then them niggas got humbled, and then Odell talking about, I might go to Buffalo. Fuck it. Oh yeah, Jalen Ramsey got cooked again. Did him bad. Gabe Davis got a touchdown. He's looking like he's going to be a solid number 2 star. So
shout out to your boy Monterey for being one of the few people to actually pick the Bills to win that game. I got to give myself a pat on the back for that. But
you was encouraged. You stuck by your convictions. I'll give you that.
Yeah, shout out for that. But like I said, I think everybody had it a lot closer than that. It's just the injuries combined with the fact that Stafford didn't have no time in the pocket for a lot of it. Like he getting worked by freaking Whitworth, loss of Whitworth rather, and random offensive linemen that's doing spin moves on your money people. Just spin move. Ain't even Von Miller. Spin moves. He getting taken out 7 times behind the line. I'm like, bro, your offensive line looks like it need work. It's horrible. Combine that with just he looked off to me. Like a lot of passes he's throwing. Like one of the interceptions was the Cooper Kupp, the no look to the right forward pass to Cooper Kupp. Like he was just doing.
He was not Patrick Mahomes.
And like he's doing no look passes. He just off on some passes. Like a couple of them, he threw one too high to Cooper Kupp. It gets picked off because it bounces off of his hands, stuff like that. I'm like, why y'all trying to do too much on your first night? And then naturally it's a sloppy game because everybody's always sloppy on week 1. It is what it is. And just they got schooled. They got burnt. Like Stephon Diggs was having a freaking field day. Gabe Davis looking like the second coming to Tyreek Hill with how open he is half the dang time. Like it looked bad, but I'm not gonna overreact to week 1. But if this continues.
And don't forget Josh Allen bodying Bobby Wagner for a rushing touchdown. So
Space Jam team.
Space Jam stretch.
It's gonna be a long season for the Rams if this continues. They got offensive line problems and defensive problems. Can't do it. He'll get a connection with Allen Robinson over the course of the season. He just didn't get it over preseason because the tendon, the elbow-itis, whatever you want to call it. He just didn't get it because of that. But he'll get more connection with Allen Robinson as the season goes on. But just the offensive line and your defense cannot just be getting blown wide open with freaking 50-yard touchdowns and 40-yard bombs all night. You can't do that.
And the Bills don't have a running game. The running game is Josh Allen.
I mean, Devin Singletary has never been, an amazing runner of the football for the Bills because, that's just not how they operate. He can do decently. He can get the job done. He can get you a first down or two. Cool. It ain't no Derrick Henry, type of running. Like, we ain't looking at him like that, but just, nah. I mean, shoot, Josh Allen was their lead rusher.
As per usual.
So I'm just like,
hey, good for the Rams losing because they're in the division with the Niners. So
we got to see what Trey Lance looks like before we try to crown a new division winner.
It's trade day today, so we might as well get into it. Niners Bills. No, I'm sorry, Niners Bears. We all going with the Niners, right? Quick, easy win.
Unfortunately, I have no choice but to go with the Niners because the Bears might be the worst team in the league. That offensive line looked like it was bad. That team on paper. I don't know how on paper the team looked like it's regressed. Like they don't have Allen Robinson ain't even there no more. Like who does Justin Fields even have to throw to?
Yeah, Mooney.
Like no line, no weapons, no defense. Nobody's left, and it's just like, bro. Oh my God. So it's just I don't even know who they got to throw. So I don't even know what they're gonna do on offense for 17 games, and then just. 49ers, I mean, Trey Lance is just as new. Matter of fact, he's even more new than Justin Fields is to me because at least Justin Fields started most of the year. This man got 3 games under his belt. And that dang near includes college. 3 games under his belt. And so I expect him to make dang near as many mistakes as Justin Fields. I expect, I go on record. I don't even care. I expect about, we'll say, 250 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, maybe a rushing touchdown.
I know why the Rams lost. It's the game cursed them for not putting them in the Super Bowl. So
I'll say that. I say 250 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 2 throwing, 2 interceptions. Like it's an okay game. We got a little something. We'll see because it's the Bears. The Bears. So he'll look impressive on the Bears. I get it.
Hollywood, you got the Niners or the Bears?
And before I touch on that, I had to dip off. The Rams thing.
Oh yeah.
They need They need to get that cohesion on the offensive line together. The running game has to. They got to get some semblance of a running game going. Like when your coach is telling Cam Akers he need more urgency and consistency from you, that's bad. You know what I mean, you should have that. It's game one. You defending champion. You should want to go out there and show like, yo, we the champs. Like they got their ass whooped. You know what I mean, they need to work on that. And the one thing I really want the Rams to improve on, bro, Matthew Stafford, I need you to start spreading that ball around, bro. Like I know you and Cooper Kupp is cool and all that, but you know what I mean, throwing that nigga 37 targets a game and then everybody else on the team get like 10 between them, like y'all gotta clean that up. Like, you know what I mean, start spreading the ball around, get some movement going on. Stop throwing that nigga 25 targets a game. That's why he had the stats he had last year. That's why I'm not a big super believer in Cooper Kupp. You know what I mean? Because like your numbers went up because your targets went up, basically. You know what I mean? If you was that good, you would have been doing this. But to the 49ers and the Bears, I got the 49ers. 49ers are smoking them. Even though Trey Lance is definitely very green when it comes to being a starter, he has way more weapons around him than Justin Fields. Justin Fields doesn't have a Brandon Ayuk or Debo Samuel, you know what I mean, to bail him out. You know what I mean, Justin Fields has who? Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet, like.
You got Montgomery too. Don't forget.
Yeah, and David Montgomery. That's about it. And a trash offensive line. Roquan Smith don't even want to be there. You know what I mean? I got the Niners like I got them like 35-10. I ain't gonna be, this might be one of the blowouts of the day. Like I think Trey Lance he might put on that week one performance that have everybody talking tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at.
I guess I'm picking the Niners. Obviously, Kittle's not playing. That's fair. Still got IU, Mitchell, Debo, which is all fine. You check. You can count him too if you want. Jawan Jennings.
I'm definitely gonna be 250, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a running
touchdown. 2 picks, and then Justin Fields getting 3 picks because everybody is
I ain't buffing Justin Fields. I'm just saying I expect Trey Lance to show you are still like a rookie like quarterback. I don't expect Patrick Mahomes on your first game. I don't expect it. I expect him to make some mistakes. So I expect like 2 picks, even though I expect him to do good. Like 250 or 250. 250 will run a touchdown and 2 throwing touchdowns is good. I just expect him to make mistakes. I'm not crowning him the next coming of Patrick Mahomes on the week 1 through 7. I'm not going to do that. Like, no.
I think Mitchell's going to have a good breakout game following behind Juszczyk and Trent Williams. So I think Elijah Mitchell going over 100 yards, most likely. We'll see. This is me.
I mean, yeah, but you're blinded by 49er fans.
Blinded? No. Yes. Eagles, Lions. What we got?
I will say that the game will be more competitive probably than it should be. I would say that everybody gonna pick the Eagles big. I'm picking the Eagles to win, sure, because everybody's on the Eagles bandwagon for winning their division because they gotten better on like every aspect, But I think that game probably gonna be a little more closer than it should be. It's week 1. The Lions are feisty. They biting kneecaps. So I'm gonna say that it's gonna be closer than it should be, but the Eagles still pull it out.
I got the Eagles. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. Eagles are a 5-point favorite. You know what I mean? I can see them winning by a touchdown, probably 10 points at the most. Like I think the Lions definitely showed improvement towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? They got some better weapons. I think they drafted pretty well. You know what I mean? I think this should be the year that DeAndre Swift breaks out. You know what I mean? But first game of the season, Eagles have the better roster. You know what I mean? I'm going to take the Eagles in this one. I'll give them like I'm going to say like 27-20, maybe like a 31-21 type of, you know what I mean? But Eagles win.
Yeah, I got the Eagles as well. We're going to see Jalen Hurts get more comfortable. A.J. Brown, he's going to start it up. I want to see what Miles Sanders is going to do. But I think if he's playing, I think he got a little injury. But I I'm not going to sleep on the Lions. DeAndre Swift, Armon St. Brown, T.J. Hawkinson. It's just get Jared Goff. That's the issue. The issue is Jared Goff. That's the only problem. So I think it's going to be a close game. I think the Eagles still going to win. Probably like a touchdown. Maybe 10 points at max, but I got the Eagles. Colts, Texans. We're just going to wrap this up pretty much. Matt Ryan career first start in Indianapolis.
Matt Ryan versus Davis Mills. Yikes. I'm taking the Colts. I'm taking the Colts. Texans may have improved. I don't know. I really don't care, to be honest. But, yeah, I got the Colts, bro. I'm interested in the Colts because of Matt Ryan. Obviously, he was my quarterback for 14, 15 plus years in Atlanta. So I'm looking. The Colts are on my radar this year. I'm definitely looking out for them. They added a good quarterback. They already have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, which Matt Ryan did not have the luxury of having in Atlanta for a number of years, especially after Alex Mack retired. The offensive line was horrendous.
Yeah. So Quentin Nelson just got a new deal. So
Quentin Nelson just got a new deal. You're behind that offensive line. You're playing with arguably the best running back in the NFL. I expect a lot of play action.
I expect Michael Pittman to go off.
Yeah, he should have a pretty good year. But yeah, I'm definitely taking the Colts in this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Colts, man. Like, I love Davis Mills, but the Texans are among the bottom 5 teams in the league.
You love Davis Mills?
Yeah.
All right. Weird take.
I do. Like, he showed flashes of being a possibly good quarterback. I'm gonna give him props. I like him, but I don't expect him to, be able to outgun the entirety of the Colts team because his team only has like one good wide receiver. So I'm just like,
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah. So you'll get a couple of flashy moments, but the Colts are still gonna win. They're a more complete team. Jonathan Taylor is gonna have a nice little field day for week 1, and that's gonna be the end of it. It's gonna start off like, okay, that might keep it close or whatever, and then give it about second to third quarter, the Colts just gonna systematically completely destroy them, and it's probably gonna be like about a good 31-17 game. That'd be about it.
What we doing? Browns and Panthers. Baker Mayfield revenge tour. The return of C-Mac.
Look,
a lot of things happening in this game.
It's a lot. I still pick the Browns. I still do. Like, it's an ugly game. It's a revenge game. Both teams are questionable for an abundance of reasons. I still pick the Browns because they have a better defense. Like, I'm like, the team is better. Like, CMC can't make up all the deficiencies of the Panthers. No matter how hard he's tried for the last 3 years, he can't overdo all the deficiency of the Panthers. And so, even though they got I don't know if I call Baker Mayfield an upgraded quarterback quite yet, and the Browns don't. I feel as though the Browns
starting for the Browns.
I feel like it's gonna be I don't feel like this is gonna be a high scoring game. I feel like it'll be nobody go above 20 points. I feel like it's gonna be a controlled game, a lot of running. CMC versus Nick Chubb, and just they're gonna be running the ball. They're not gonna want to trust their quarterbacks like that. And then when they got to throw, we'll see some mess, interceptions all over the place, some sloppiness. I'm seeing close ender 20-17. I see I'm gonna go for the Browns. I'm gonna say Browns defensively, they take it.
I don't know. If they can stop Myles Garrett for the most part, I think Baker can make competent throws. You got DJ Moore, you got Robbie Anderson, you got C-Mac still come out the backfield. I don't know who the Browns quarterback is. What that needed.
It's Jacoby Brissett, if I remember right.
Yep, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, no Jarvis Landry.
Amari Cooper.
They got Amari Cooper now.
I guess.
I got the Browns. I got the Panthers. I know Baker. This is one of the type games he lives for. I got the Panthers. I'm gonna take them 20-17. It's just Baker is the better of the two quarterbacks playing, which is really not saying much. But Baker is the better of the two quarterbacks. He has the better weapons. I just feel like he'll make one or two plays that'll, tip the scales for Carolina. I mean, I know that Myles Garrett is gunning for him. I mean, because I seen recently how he said, Baker reached out to him, and he was just like, I didn't care to respond to it. So it's some bad blood going there. Myles Garrett is gunning for his head. He might have 2 or 3 sacks this game. But I'm taking Baker and the Panthers. As much as I hate Carolina, I'm going to take them today.
I'm taking the Panthers as well. You got Jacksonville versus the Washington Commanders.
Ooh,
might
be trash can game of the week.
I'm so tired of these bullshit games, bro. Like,
I don't think it'll be bad. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, you get his second start. They got new everything going into this, so I don't know Jacksonville.
We jacking Carson Wentz versus Trevor Lawrence.
I want to see. Not really. I mean, I just want to see how Jacksonville's going to play.
Yeah, I do. I want to see how they look under Dougie P. You know what I mean? I feel like
fearless.
Dougie P's fearless. Let's go. Like, we all know the Urban Meyer controversy. You know what I mean? Literally nobody on that team liked the guy. He was out there kicking kickers, calling them all types of names and shit. I mean, Urban Meyer was
not kicker friendly.
Was real tyrannical out there. So hopefully they got a new voice, new energy in the building. Hopefully Trevor Lawrence can cut down on them interceptions. You know what I mean? But I'm taking Washington in this game. As much as I want to believe Trevor Lawrence has improved, as we speak right now, Carson Wentz is the better QB. Washington has the better defense, even without Chase Young on the field. I mean, I'll take the Commanders. I'll give it a 24-20 Washington.
Myron doesn't even want to pick a winner for this one.
Man, I got freaking Doug Peterson, his old quarterback, Mr. Both sprained ankles himself. No Chase Young. Like, I don't want to put my faith in the Jaguars. I really, really don't. Christian Kirk is overpaid, unproven for the most part on this team, at least. I don't want to put my faith in Trevor Lawrence, even though he's the number one pick. He looked abysmal last year. Like, he barely threw any touchdowns. I don't want to put my faith in that. And the Commanders actually have a relatively good defense. So they can play sound football. They can do good. I mean, when you had Taylor Heineke looking like a possible future quarterback throwing 200 and 300-yard games in the NFC East, the Jaguars, have they improved that much? We don't know. We just know they paid a lot of people. I don't know. Can I put my faith in the Commanders like that? But unfortunately, I don't really have much of a choice because this is a trash game because these two teams don't really expect much from them. But, man, screw it. I'm picking the Jaguars. No, I'm going to do this. I'm picking the Jaguars. Last year, the Jaguars had a halfway decent defense. They were able to keep teams like the Bills to like 9 points, 6 points, actually do good work. It's just the offense was never able to convert on anything. And now they put all their money into the offense, got an entirely new coach who's a proven Super Bowl quarterback coach. And their quarterback, regardless of all the hits that he takes, was actually able to stay on the field. Like, he wasn't double sprained ankles once he got hit with an offensive line or anything. And then no Chase Young, so I don't expect the Commanders to be able to bring that kind of pressure so that he'll be able to sit in the pocket, actually get some stuff off. I'm going to go with the Jaguars. I'm going to do it because I don't. I'm going to Jaguars. I'm going to do nice. I won't even say Trevor Lawrence has a good game. I'm going to give him 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, maybe 1 interception, maybe 1. I'm going to give him a good game. I'll say 24-17. I think they'll win.
Patriots, Dolphins. What are we doing? Mac Jones versus Tua.
Tua finna have a freaking field day, boy. 300. I'm saying that. 305 yards, 3 touchdowns, a running touchdown. They finna run the skin off the Patriots. Boy, Bill Belichick finna be like, I planned better than this. You planned for this L because you knew your team had nothing to work with. Mac Jones, 3 interceptions.
Mac Jones went to the Pro Bowl. Don't do that.
3 interceptions, 1 touchdown, and a abysmal game. It's going to start off in horrible fashion. I'm going 31-13. It's going to get ugly early.
I got the Dolphins, but I don't got them smoking the Patriots. I don't think Bills get coming out like that first game of the season. I mean, it is in Miami, and we know how Patriots are in Miami. I mean, it's just like they can't win down there.
Miami Miracle.
I mean, I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I give it 28-21 Dolphins. I think Tyreek Hill is gonna have a big game. There's no J.C. Jackson out there. You know what I mean? No Stephon Gilmore. I don't know who the fuck they got at corner, to be honest.
I don't know.
Like, but we know Belichick. He could plug and play. He'll get a nigga from what Skip used to say. He'll grab a nigga from Dorchester, put him out in the field, and next thing you know, he's a star. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm taking Miami. I think with the weapons that Tua has now, if he can't do nothing with these, it's a wrap for him. Oh, yeah. I mean, Miami will definitely be taking another quarterback next year.
They'll be trading for a quarterback next year.
I mean, you got Gesicki.
Trade.
Oh yeah, Tua's out of there. If you can't produce with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, who else they signed? Cedric Wilson, Mike Gesicki. You got weapons. I mean,
Hey, yo, Matt Ryan, come on over. Hey, yo, Lamar Jackson, you want fully guaranteed? We got you, fam. Come on down.
Lamar in Miami.
I mean, the price is right in that mug if he messes up.
Ooh, Lamar in Miami would be crazy.
It'll be
I got Miami winning also. All right, so Steelers Bengals.
I think that game's gonna be closer than it should be. Everybody's jacking the Bengals because of their Super Bowl appearance. They're jacking them hard. I'm not gonna jack them like that. Have their offensive line improved? Yes, they redid it. I'm happy for them. I think they're gonna be great this year. I think this game is gonna be closer. One divisional matchups are always close like this. I always got teams. Mitchell Trubisky. I didn't think about this at first, but Mitchell Trubisky actually is probably an upgrade in quarterback over Ben Roethlisberger. Unfortunately, we have to say that because Ben was not able to push the ball downfield like that, throwing deep shots, stuff like that. He wasn't young. The legs basically done. Mitchell Trubisky, though hasn't been super impressive, can do all of those things. He's a younger quarterback and easily chuck the ball downfield, follow the instructions of Mike Tomlin very well. Tomlin's going to keep him level-headed, going to keep him straight. And they have an offense. Like, we're forgetting that they have people to throw to. Dante Johnson is sitting there waiting in the backfield for people to just throw his way in. Like, they have pieces to throw to.
Don't Eli Apple's way. That's all you got to do.
Prior Muse, like, they have people to throw to. So, like, and defense has already been top tier. Their defense has been able to keep them in games for the last 2 years with no problem. So, like, I think it's going to be a better, closer game than what it has been before. I'm going to still pick the Bengals because they have the better quarterback. I'm going to still pick the Bengals. I think it's going to be closer. I'm going to give them.
Talk about football today, good sir.
It might be, I don't even know if they're going to go super high in scoring like that, but it's going to be a good one. I'm going to say 28-24. Bengals win a closer one than people think. I'm going to go that far.
You got Najee Harris. He's supposed to get a breakout year.
I think this is going to be close, but I think it's going to be close. I think the Steelers are going to show that they actually can be an improved team, maybe a sleeper, if Mitchell Trubisky can just hold down the fort better. I'm going to say 28-24. I'm going to go there, 28-24. Close one, but Bengals pull out the win.
Don't forget Chase Claypool, top 3 receiver in the league. So, I mean,
man, they have such a team, bro. Like, Mitchell Trubisky is halfway good. If he's what he was on the Bears the year they went to the playoffs,
we will see.
The Steelers will be a team
by the end of the year.
Mitchell, like number 2 pick in the draft, Trubisky. Let's go.
That team is loaded. Like, if he's just halfway decent, that team be a 10-win team.
You picked the Bengals, right?
Yeah, I'm picking the Bengals in a close one. It's gonna be like 28-24. I'm picking it close.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals too. I don't think it'll be a smoke show. Like, Mike Tomlin's gonna get them ready to play. Just seeing the video, he got the whole squad Black Air Forces, so you know what type of energy they coming out with. You know what I mean? But this Joe Shiesty we talking about. You know what I mean? You got Joe Shiesty, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase. You I mean, T. Higgins. You know what I mean? I got the Bengals. I'll take the Bengals 27-21. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with what works. I'm gonna go ice cold Joe. So I mean, I'm going with that. I'm going with the Bengals for the opener. Jamar Chase is gonna have one of them games, especially as a rivalry game. Yeah,
he's gonna have one of them games. Minka Fitzpatrick gonna be sitting on him like freaking logo.
All right, and then you throw the two other people, and then
listen, this Jamar.
That game gonna be that game gonna be.
He's gonna get open. You know what I mean?
That might be a sleeper game of the week.
Well, if y'all got Michael Thomas in y'all lineup, he is starting. So we'll see what happens with that. Ravens Jets. I mean, do we want to watch this game? Not really.
35-13.
This could be another trash can game of the week. You know what I mean? But Jets are the Jets. They rolling out with Joe Flacco as their starting quarterback. You know what I mean? So you know what that means. I'm interested in the rookies, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, see what they're going to do. But their first test is against Baltimore. So, I mean, even though their defense was kind of shaky last year, it wasn't as stout as it used to be. But I feel like they probably made some improvement. Well, they have made improvements in the offseason and in the draft. I mean, the better of the two quarterbacks is obviously Lamar Jackson. I mean, it's no J.K. Dobbins, but that's not really going to.
Rashard Bateman's playing.
Yeah, Bateman's playing. Andrew's still playing. I mean, I'll take the Ravens. I'll give it 28-14 Ravens.
I think Lamar is going to try to make a statement. You're like, y'all didn't want to give me this guaranteed money. I'm going to show you why I'm worth it. I think my man is finna go off of fantasy. If you got Lamar against you on your fantasies large up or anything, this man is finna try to have a freak field day. I'm thinking 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 throwing ones, like a flip touchdown. I think he's finna try to go and put in work. 35-13.
What's the next thing? Got GS Baby in the building, but Saints Falcons.
Listen. Upset of the week
is famous Jameis.
Upset of the week, baby. I got the Falcons. You know what I mean? Upset of the week, Falcons 28-27. Yeah, I mean Falcons Saints, always a good game, always a good rivalry. I'm always going to pick Atlanta. Fuck New Orleans. You know what I mean? Atlanta, baby. Drake London, game-winning touchdown. Let's go.
You said Drake London? Oh, yeah. No. It'll be the tight end most likely. You got
Kyle Pitts we trust.
Yeah, and Kyle Pitts we trust definitely, but I mean Drake London game winner.
I'm taking the Saints on this one. I'll take post LASIK surgery. Famous Jameis, Michael Thomas back. Kamara just going to do his thing. Jarvis Landry going to be a nice addition to the team. Saints defense is pretty middle of the pack, so I mean. They're going to get some hits on Mariota, but I got the Saints.
On Mariota starter?
Yep.
Man, they ass. Like, put Desmond Ridder in, right? What's the boy name? They rookie?
Yeah, Desmond Ridder, he ain't going to be I guarantee he'll be in by, like, week 8.
No, he'll be in by
once Mariota he going to get hurt.
He'll be in by
going to be in there.
He'll be in by
a chance, man.
We're going to do that to the Heisman winner?
He's going to be right there in second half.
Give Mariota a chance, man. Former number 2 overall pick, Heisman win or number 1. I can't remember.
Man, fuck Heisman all that. Stop having sympathy for the big niggas.
Him and
Stop having sympathy for them niggas, man. The nigga had too many chances, bro. He fucked them all up.
And Jameis Winston didn't? Mr. 30 for 30?
No, that ain't fucking up. It stats way better. It stats way better than your man.
30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
I don't care what you say. His stats is way better than Mariota. You can't compare Mariota to him at all.
How not?
Look at the stats. The stats will prove that.
That means nothing because they didn't get anything done.
Let me ask you something. What check Mariota get? Did Mariota get a check yet?
Did Mariota have as many years starting as Jameis Winston did? No.
Yeah.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
He came in the league starting.
Yeah, so did Jameis Winston.
He one of the reasons why Titans don't have a good quarterback.
Yeah, Mariota
He
started
was
for what,
the quarterback.
3.5 years in
He's
Tennessee.
one of the reasons why they started off not having a good
My
quarterback.
man had 3.5 years in Tennessee. James Winston has had 5 straight years. He had all of his rookie quarterback
But
deal
listen, go
to play
check
for
James Winston's stats, bro.
the
Mariota
Tampa
can't
Bay
pass the ball.
Buccaneers. You know what happened with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Nothing. 30 for 30.
As far as
interception throw in the league.
As far as coming in the league, James Winston got the better stats. We're not gonna act like he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not acting like he got the best.
Listen, Jameis got, he got more yards. He got more yards, more touchdowns.
Yeah,
I mean,
he had an extra year of starting, and it didn't
Mariota
matter.
has less interceptions and a better QB rating. So
which one you want to take?
It didn't matter. I'm saying like his stats didn't matter because he still like they both sucked. Like James Winston had to get his redemption arc going back to the freaking Saints and sitting behind Drew Brees for 2 years.
And Taysom Hill.
Like,
not
like,
taking the tight end Hill.
His stats didn't matter because he still got beat. He still sucked.
And now he's in his redemption year.
Hopefully, he's gonna have Michael Thomas. He'll have Dennis Allen, who has a questionable coaching career his own self. But he'll have him. He'll have Michael Thomas. He'll have old man Landry. Mr. Keep It Under Control. I mean, I'm picking the Saints to win this game anyway.
Only talking trash because the nigga stole some food.
They'll be good. They'll be straight. Like they're gonna be good. I'm picking the Saints as like a sleeper playoff team that people really ain't realizing. I'm picking them maybe get like 11.
They actually got one of the better rosters in the league.
They looking good. It's only because Tom Brady's in their division why I don't outright pick them for their division. But they're gonna be good. I'm seeing like 11 wins out of them easy. Like I can see them.
Y'all got Chiefs and Cardinals.
I don't know.
No D Hop. I'm picking Chiefs. No D Hop is there.
Oh, D Hop not playing?
He's still suspended for 6 games. No D Hop. I'm picking Chiefs.
Oh,
like straight up. No D. I mean, they got Hollywood Brown. That's cool. I haven't forgotten. AJ still in there. He's still trying to throw off stuff. I remember the names.
Playing that? What they playing?
I'm still picking the Chiefs.
They're playing in Arizona.
Oh, I take Arizona.
No, I'm still picking the Chiefs. Like, no, Tyreek Hill's fine, but they have the clearly better quarterback. I'm just not gonna give up on Mahomes like that.
I'm taking the Patrick Price, Mahomes, and them.
I'll say 28. I'll say it'll be close at first. Then Chiefs maybe get like a couple of touchdowns and everybody. So I'll say 28-20.
That's whole Chiefs don't get in that situation where though they had to be chasing Kyler Murray around. That's 100% chance that can happen.
Man, let that man run all he wants and throw an interception. 28-20.
Don't do that. When he running, he don't do that.
28-20.
I want to see what James Conner is going to do on Arizona.
Just, not without D Hop. Without D Hop, I'm not picking them. Like I don't blame them. They still have a good offense, but I'm not picking them without D Hop. So
you're not going for Zach Ertz.
They still got Zach Ertz, nigga.
Now D Hop is when they didn't have D Hop last year, they was 9-1 last year. D Hop gets injured for them next 6 games. Horrible, abysmal. Like they just fell apart. And he's still not there. Nah, 28-20.
And he don't have his boy. What's his name? That got paid by the Jags.
You guys Hollywood Brown, no?
I mean,
you got Hollywood Brown.
I guess. Yeah, I mean,
20.
I mean, he ain't. To me, he ain't really nothing to write home about. I mean,
they say Hollywood's gonna go up today.
We seen the plethora of passes he dropped in Baltimore. He ain't shit to me.
No, he ain't really dropped passes like that.
I'm thinking he dropped hella passes. Lamar was putting
James. What's his name? No, Matt, not James. He only threw the Titans, bro. He only threw the Titans. That's it.
I seen the video, bro. They showed the video of Hollywood Brown, the passes Lamar put right in his hands, and he dropped every last one of them. He's not as good as people project him to be.
They show how many bonds Hollywood Brown caught for him too.
Yeah, but he's not as good as people say he is.
We can't go by a person pass. He on the team where he's comfortable at.
He's still you go by his tape.
You know when
you go by his tape. You go by what you see on the field. His tape shows that he drops passes.
I mean,
he with his quarterback.
New quarterback, new.
If you no hands is no hands, no matter what quarterback you play.
I guess Devontae Adams gonna have bad season too because he's with his quarterback too.
Hey man,
Giants, Titans.
That's an ugly game. That's gonna be an ugly game.
The Titans.
Game of the week.
Huh?
I don't know. You got Danny Downs and Kenny Galladay. They're going to be the new Danny Dimes and Kenny Galladay. So
Danny Dimes is only there because they couldn't get a better quarterback, man.
there's nothing wrong with Danny Dimes.
Man, free Saquon.
I'm taking
a Titans.
On paper, the Giants.
I don't know about this game.
Win better, but I'm just gonna pick it because of Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm taking the Titans. Free Saquon.
Sloppy game, 24-20, close at the end for no reason.
I'm gonna go with. I'll take the Giants. Just on GP. Just to be against everybody else.
Man, I don't blame you for it because on paper the Giants have better receivers. That's so sad. They got better receivers.
I don't know.
Giants still got better offense than them niggas.
So sad.
I want to see what Robert Woods can do on the Titans.
But if Malik Willis playing, I'll take.
Did Robert Woods recover? Is he actually starting?
I think they didn't say he wasn't gonna play.
Who?
I know he coming off an ACL injury himself.
Who?
Robert Woods. They said they didn't say he wasn't playing.
Who he played for? He played for
Titans.
Oh, but no, I'm saying is Malik Willis playing? No, he ain't starting, sir. That's not start taking Titans every week.
Yeah. Green Bay and Minnesota.
Here we go.
I'm taking the Vikings.
Because of the recent news, I'm picking the Vikings because Alan Lazard ain't playing. Apparently, or he's doubtful for the game. Jeez. I mean, at this point, it's just Randall Cobb and the field. Like, I'm sorry. Like, look, at one point, you got to throw to somebody.
You got two rookies.
And they unproven. Like Aaron Rodgers is proven.
Aaron Rodgers ready. He said they ready.
Listen,
Aaron Rodgers.
If you want fantasy advice, start Aaron Jones today because he is going to catch. Listen, Aaron Rodgers, all you got to do is just flip it to him. You know what I mean? That's really what he's going to do. I mean, I do want to see what the rookies, Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson, are going to do. I feel like Watson is going to be the one that builds the most rapport with Rodgers, and Rodgers going to turn him into a star. But I'm taking Minnesota in this one. I mean, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook going off.
All right, so look, the reason I take Green Bay, right, and then we gotta look at the line of scrimmage. Green Bay O-line is better than theirs. Green Bay D-line defense is better than theirs. So I'm going, and you got Aaron Rodgers. That's instant offense. So I'm going with Green Bay.
That's never stopped the Vikings from scoring 30+ on them boys every time they play.
But
them games are always high scoring. It's 28-31, some crap like that.
That's relevant. Did they win? No, they didn't. So I don't
yes, they did actually. They actually split last season. They split last season.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook had like 3-4.
That's when you had your number one wide receiver. That's when you had your number one wide receiver. We had Marquez Valdez-Scantling. When you had Alan Lazard, none of them are there anymore. And so now we got two unproven first round or two unproven rookies. And
we got Aaron Rodgers. We got Aaron Rodgers.
That ain't stopped us from losing one of the games last year. They ain't stopped us.
Listen, did Minnesota make the playoffs, bro?
Oh, my bad. You're talking about the 10-point performance they put up when they were the number one seed? Like they mattered?
No, I said, did they win to make the playoffs, bro?
It's the first game.
Not the 10-point performance.
Did Minnesota go anywhere in the past couple years? No, with all that talent? They still got Cousins.
Going to the playoffs. We're talking about them playing the team they playing today.
They still got Cousins at quarterback, right?
Yeah, the one that beat Aaron Rodgers last year. Remember?
They still got Cousins, right?
The one that beat Aaron Rodgers last year. You right.
What Cousins did his career? Nothing.
If y'all
beat Aaron Rodgers last year, remember?
Yo, you talking about win? You talking about that? But they ain't growing. They ain't grow yet. They got a better team on paper.
If y'all going up against Justin Jefferson, good luck.
They don't got an O line.
Listen, last year, the last 2 years, the last 4 games, these teams is 2-2. So the matchup been even. You know what I mean?
Who went to the playoffs? That's all that.
Who had the easiest schedule?
Oh my God!
The Packers went to the playoffs and did what?
They got the same schedule. You want to be
points and got put out. They scored 10 points and put out.
But listen, do you build your team to not make the playoffs? You build your team to lose.
You build your team to go to the Super Bowl and win.
To go to the playoffs, the first step is to go to the playoffs first. Am I correct?
Sure.
All right. So why are you arguing that?
Because their playoff performance didn't matter.
Minnesota didn't make it, bro. So why'd you argue that?
But you can't argue
that's not an automatic victory for Green Bay because they made the playoffs.
Bringing up the playoffs,
I mean,
the playoffs ain't
you still
look, Hollywood. I get back to you, Hollywood.
Right now, you bring up playoffs like playoffs
I get to you next. Stop bandwagoning with what's name said.
The truth, just because you made the playoffs, that does not make you an automatic victory.
Yo. Any of y'all got Apple Pay?
That don't make sense.
You bringing up the playoffs? We talking about these two teams?
No. I said, listen. I shut all up. Any of y'all got Apple Pay?
No, I ain't got that, John. I got Google.
Phones, right? Oh, okay. If any of y'all got Apple Pay, I Apple Pay. I bet y'all.
Why are we talking? The playoffs
we
talking about
this how you shut that bullshit up.
No, you're trying to bet for the playoffs. We talking about these two teams today.
Listen,
Nobody talking about their playoff record. Everything goes in their playoff record from their division, from their schedule, and everything. We're talking about these two teams today, and the fact that they 2-2.
All I'm saying is,
always close.
Can they stop Justin Jefferson today?
No. That's what we talking about. We talking about these two games, these two teams today, and you trying to plan playoffs.
They got Alexander. They got Alexander on the team, right? They got Yari Alexander. Yeah, they stop him.
Okay.
He the best. Any one of the best in the league?
Yeah, he's top 5.
Okay. They defense better, right? Okay.
They do got a better defense.
From losing the game to them though.
Okay.
Apparently not.
Somebody got to break the two. Somebody got to break the tie.
Green Bay ring ain't gonna never end unless Detroit ended. It's got to be a team like Detroit to end that shit.
They're right.
And they bad. They bad, right?
I got Minnesota 31-27. Minnesota.
Fair enough.
Their reign ain't never. I'm talking about over the division. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Raiders, Chargers.
Come on, get it right.
I'm trying to understand because like they reign over the division hasn't equated to anything in the last 8 years, but that's cool though.
They don't. Chargers. It's not going to end if they don't get better.
If they don't get to the playoffs, it don't matter how much better they get.
They was just trying to
we arguing over game 1.
Let them get to the Super Bowl before we try to be like, they're better.
They was just trying to trade their quarterback, bro. They were trying to trade Cousins, so that's telling you that it's not going to go nowhere.
It doesn't matter. We're talking about this game here. You're focusing on
I answered the question. I said I'll take Green Bay.
Fair enough.
That's cool.
Now, Raiders and Chargers.
The line of scrimmage. I'm being technical because I fuck with football like that. I'm being technical. The line of scrimmage doesn't add up. They O-line better and they defensive line better.
It hasn't prevented them from losing the game. That's what I'm telling you.
Bro.
Their games have been close for the last 2 years at least.
So what's the name won the first game? Minnesota won the first game. They won the last game of the season. Answer that question.
Heck, I can't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So this is the game of the week.
Answer that question.
What happened?
Answer that question.
Green Bay won the first game. Minnesota won the second.
Oh, all right. Well, that's irrelevant. The last game of the season, I don't play. They don't play the last game of the season. It didn't matter.
They were playing for the number 1 seed.
What's the name making it to the playoffs? Minnesota making the playoffs.
They were playing for not them. That freaking Green Bay were playing for the number 1 seed. How the game don't matter?
Yo, listen. They didn't make it to the playoffs, bro.
So
we talking Green Bay's playing because he wants to buy.
We're talking about their matchup now. We're not talking about
this
is the game of the week right here.
Didn't Green Bay make the playoffs though?
What does that matter? Right? We're talking about their matchup.
Hey man, fuck all
their matchup. You trying to put playoffs?
Get the gritty from the Ukraine. One time.
Their matchup right now has been close. You trying to bring up playoffs? Playoffs don't matter.
Yo, you just said they won the last game of the season was important. They was already number 1 seed, ass.
To say that Green Bay was playing seriously, not that the game don't matter.
Bro, Green Bay already beat them the first game of the season when they was already being number 1 already.
They were fighting for the number 1 seed. So
what was Minnesota fighting for? Nothing.
It was the last game.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about what they did?
It was week 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, this thing about that shit don't make sense.
Minnesota's supposed to bullshit the game, even though Green Bay was playing seriously because they were the number 1 seed.
Minnesota playing for the game, bro.
They supposed to bullshit the game.
They fucked up their draft pick. What the fuck?
My man said that the game don't matter because Minnesota supposed to bullshit.
Minnesota don't matter because it wasn't in the playoff team, bro.
They're supposed to bullshit the game. My bad. Because they're not a playoff team. They're supposed to just bullshit week 17 and
listen, them niggas should have sat back and got ready to get a high draft pick. That's what they should have did.
They supposed to sack the game, even though they already got a middle of the pack.
These games already been stacked already. We ain't gonna get a high draft.
I'm just asking again.
Middle of the pack record.
Raiders and Chargers.
They're not getting a high draft pick.
You're not being
technical. 17, right?
A lot of these games already been stacked already, bro.
This man. They gonna end up with a 8-8, a 9-8 record, but they supposed to sack the last game to get a high draft.
In fact, I had it wrong. The Vikings won the first game. The Packers won the last one. That's what.
But
all right, so what difference? I'm
just trying to
different. But it don't matter, right? Like, I'm saying it don't matter either way they won. But when Green Bay play even more serious because it's the earlier game of the season, they need every win, and the Vikings win. That shit still don't matter, though, right?
But then Green Bay didn't Green Bay get the number 1 seed?
Listen, all I'm saying.
Playoff implications. We talking about the matchup. Their matchup. Why are you bringing playoffs against 15 other teams when they literally are talking about their matchup? We talking about their matchup, and you bringing in other teams and other schedules for their overall record. We don't matter.
17, Minnesota
matchup has always been close. We ain't worried about the other games.
That last game, Minnesota has Sean Mannion and Kellen Mond at quarterback. You know what I mean?
Bless your heart, bro.
They had Sean.
We don't need intangibles.
Y'all don't understand this. Y'all talking about a fucking. That's just like us saying we keep losing the Dodgers when they're man. We lost the Dodgers in our Super Bowl season because we ain't give a fuck.
The objective of this discussion is the Vikings and Packers matchup. Their matchup currently, and the fact they play close. You bringing up 16 other games against other teams for playoff implications. That shit don't even make sense because their playoff implications don't matter when we talking about this particular matchup.
I got
How does their playoff record matter?
I got what you're saying, but in the same token, like I said, don't be sitting here talking about no Minnesota like they somebody. They not.
They somebody to the Packers because of the matchup. We ain't talking about playoff implications. We talking about simply on the game basis alone.
Week 1.
Not the implications of their record.
Week 1
game.
I'm taking Green Bay. That's all I got to say.
Fair enough. Now, Raiders, Chargers.
I said that from the door.
I got the Chargers, man. I mean, that's everybody's hot take Super Bowl pick this year. But I'm taking the Chargers. I'm interested to see the chemistry between Devontae Adams and Derek Carr. You know what I mean? But I feel like the Chargers just top to bottom of the better roster. You know what I mean? Especially since they added Khalil Mack. There will be no J.C. Jackson in this game. But, you know what I mean? I still feel like the Chargers will get it. I'm taking Chargers 31-28.
So we're pretty unanimous with the Chargers, right?
No, I have been struggling with this for the longest because no J.C. Jackson and the Raiders have always been able to throw some points on the board. I really think this is close. I really think this is close. Now, Khalil Mack, they're going to have them and Joey Bosa. They're going to be bringing the pressure. It's really because the Chargers always – I don't like their head coach. They've always flummoxed and screwed up at the biggest moments of situations, which is why the Chargers, even though they had a wonderful roster last year, didn't make the playoffs because they was always fucking up in the best moments in the biggest games. And I got a big divisional matchup. I got Devontae Adams showing off. I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to pick the Raiders. I'm going to pick the Raiders. I'm thinking it's going to be high scoring. I'm going to pick the Raiders 35-31. I think it's going to be a shocker. I'm thinking I'm going to pick the Raiders. I'm going to go for them. 35-31.
Listen, Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm. I can think of the young Derek Carr with Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow,
Josh Jacobs.
Like, you know,
I'll say the X factor in this game is Darren Waller for the Raiders offense.
You know, I'm picking because I think the addition of a number one wide receiver, like a guaranteed number one wide receiver.
But the Chargers had the better
defense. If they can keep him from getting sacked.
Where they playing at?
They playing at LA. I think.
What? Oh, Chargers Stadium?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be close. Like,
if they're playing in LA, see. All right. All right. So put it like this, right? You gotta have. So they got one good corner. They one good corner is just J.C. Jackson, right?
Yeah.
What's up playing?
Asante Samuelson playing too, right? Is he all right?
He
I know
do.
he's not hurt.
I think he good, but just no J.C. Jackson, and they got such wide receiver pressure. Like if Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa do not get pressure to get Derek Carr on the ground, I think they're gonna sling that mug all day because no J.C. Jackson in the back.
It's hard because Derek Carr got one of the best quick releases in the league, so it's gonna be really hard to try to get to him fast enough.
Like it ain't like they had high scoring games last year, and this before they added all that.
Do
they didn't add
good, do they have a good one-stopping defense? Chargers.
I mean,
not really.
It remains to be seen.
Well, I take Vegas because they do got two good running backs. Raiders got two good running backs.
And probably game of the week. Bucks versus Cowboys.
Where they playing at?
Jerry World.
You know Tampa winning if it's in Dallas. Everybody come to Jerry World and put up numbers.
Thomas Edward Brady for the win.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
I'm sticking it. Thomas Brady, the one, the only, the GOAT, comes back to secure his legacy. He had the Aaron Rodgers treatment. Combined with the fact that the Cowboys, Michael Gallup ain't playing. He still ain't fully recovered from his injury. He getting some touches, but he's not playing. So it's literally only CeeDee Lamb and the crew. CeeDee Lamb and the field. And I'm sorry, they lost Amari Cooper. They lost one of their biggest defensive men. The offensive line ain't as good as it used to be. I'm sorry. I'm not going in Dak we trust. I ain't there yet. So I'm picking Thomas Edward Brady. It's gonna be a nice Showtime game. 31-20.
I think I'm going to Bucks with Dak getting garbage time. That's like he usually does.
Listen, I'm gonna take Tampa. You know what I mean? I'm going to whatever like that, but on some real shit. I'm just looking at the teams overall. I'm actually taking Dallas. You wanna know why?
You going for Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, Wolf Hunter?
Why? The reason why, right? Dallas is one of the best teams if you getting the ball out fast. Like if they getting rid of the ball fast, Dallas can recover better than anybody as far as that off of sheer talent. But if the O line can hold up for Tom Brady can win. But if it's not, they losing bad. They're gonna get embarrassed out there.
I can agree with that. If the O line ain't with the O line did take a step back. He ain't lying. O line took a step back. He ain't lying about that.
If Michael Parsons terrorizes Tom Brady today, it's not going to be a good day.
I can't see why they cannot terrorize Tom Brady right now.
I can understand it.
I mean, O-line not as good as it was, but the one thing about Tom Brady that always been constant is his career is that he go through his reads fast. He don't stand in a pocket for long. He getting that ball out within like 3.5 seconds. You know what I mean? He's going to get that ball out. He know his reads. He know where he want to go with that ball.
That don't work against Dallas though. Dallas, you gotta have a play that lasts longer than 3 seconds with Dallas.
I mean, it worked last year when they played and Tom Brady won.
No, they had an O-line last year.
It's still Tom Brady.
I'll say this though. It's either if he can get through the reads fast.
You got to factor in that they don't got the O-line at all.
Right, but if it gets through the reads fast, you got Mike Evans, Russell Gage, Julio Jones, Leonard Fournette, Cameron Brate. He has targets to throw to. I mean, we all know Trayvon Diggs is going to.
You said Russell Gage. Okay, who the fuck is on?
He was on Atlanta last year. He was the man for Kyle Ridley. Going on FanDuel, but
when the fuck that's the only person you thought Kyle Pitts was the man from last year, right? The fuck you talking about? Russell Gage ain't shit. He left.
They picked him up for a reason.
He came to Chicago and he went from Chicago to what's his name, right? To Falcons. Now he went. No, he ain't. I'm
saying he has targets, including with Julio Jones. We don't know what Julio's going to do, but
is the other wide receiver playing for Tampa Bay?
Godwin? I don't think Godwin's hurt. Well, Godwin's still hurt.
Godwin, I don't think starting.
Well, Godwin ain't playing. Yeah, they got trouble.
I know the Monday night game is Broncos in Seattle. Russell Wilson revenge tour, I guess.
In Russ we trust it begins. 31-10.
Yeah, this is a blowout. I mean,
Broncos destroy.
it's Russell Wilson versus Geno Smith. Come on.
Russ 4 touchdowns, no picks.
With
Getting Russ
Geno
destroyed.
Smith behind a porous offensive line and really no good running back, free DK Metcalf, man.
This is the only game I want to choose a score as score. I'm gonna say they're gonna beat them 42-0.
I think I think Patrick Surtain is going to terrorize Geno Smith. I'm sorry, but you know,
and Surtain gonna lock DK the fuck down. What you talking about? Young boy, actually, he's legit.
Tyler Lockett, we trust. I'm free Tyler Lockett, please.
Free both of them.
It's Geno, nigga. Geno Smith gonna be playing backyard football, nigga. Fuck you.
Run for your life.
Fucking Geno Smith, like yikes.
NFL
Run for your life, bro.
On some real shit, I think Geno Smith might got better stats than fucking Mariota.
I don't know if I'm jacking that, but we could look.
He had more starting games than Mariota.
Not Geno Smith.
Yo, really look at it. Geno Smith is he always get a starting job somewhere.
Geno Smith career 34 touchdowns, 37 picks.
Okay.
Yeah, he trash compared to
Mariota. How many Mariota had?
Mariota 77 TDs, 45 interceptions.
Dang.
That's all you can say is damn at that point. But hold on, this is the fancy drawing real quick. I mean, I let everybody. I don't know if they're good with their lineups. I think I'm good with mine. Little drawing right now. I got Brady, Kamara, Elijah Mitchell, Debo, Terry McLaurin, Kyle Pitts, and Armand St. Brown. I think I got this game.
This is the Cartel Championship Football League.
The only reason is Cooper Kupp did his 30 ball. Fine. I'm going to Cam Akers got him 0, and he got Zach Ertz as starting tight end. I think I got this one. I don't think DJ Moore is going to do much.
I think he's going to trade for Cam Akers on that. I think he was going to trade for him because we started doing a lot of shifter.
Right. With Tua starting?
He's starting Tua today.
Tua Tagovailoa, he got the faith going.
Where's everybody else at? I want to see if Hollywood got who you starting?
We running
Joe Burrow, Jonathan Taylor, Ezekiel Elliott,
Zeke
Lamb,
Irv
Smith Jr. You jacking Irv Smith Jr.?
I got to because Kittle was hurt. So I gotta.
Keenan Allen.
He got his faith in that Cowboys offense though. That CeeDee Lamb. Hey, I see them Cowboys in your blood.
Listen,
where's all right, and then Murray, Russell Wilson, Nick Chubb, AJ Dillon, yikes, Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, Travis Kelce, Courtland Sutton. Yeah.
So until J.K. Dobbins feels to himself, gotta do what you gotta do. But hey, y'all sleeping on Dillon. That running game gonna be a dual threat because Aaron Rodgers got to throw out the backfield.
Hold on, let's see this. Where's the schedule at? Oh, okay. Let's say going against Rob Jr. and then Snarf and Slots going against the Leonard. I don't know.
Like I said, he just had Stephon Diggs to go off of that 26 ball, but it's cool though. It's cool. You get mine. I'm gonna get mine, and you're gonna get in there. You know how it is.
No, I want to see this matchup real quick. He already got 34 on you. Kyle Merrick.
That's because that's Stephon Diggs. That's what that was. Stephon Diggs decided to go off, and then Devin Singletary did his normal. So, but Stephon Diggs, that was a problem. He just
I don't know. He got Diggs, Mike Evans, and Deontay Johnson. You got the better receivers because you got
with Derrick Henry. You know what I mean?
With Derrick Henry.
That is Derrick Henry.
I mean, Devin Singletary and AJ Dillon kind of even out.
He could go for over 2. You know how Derrick.
Not gonna believe in AJ Dillon today. I don't believe him.
J.K. Dobbins not playing. That's why he fucked you over. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, Dobbins. It'll be all right though. We'll still clutch out this win.
Let's check out Hollywood Sensei real quick. His matchup.
Yeah, they got me with a 49% win probability, but we know that's about to be 100 by the end of this day.
Oh, you gotta go. Damn. I don't know. I guess you got Jalen Hurts, Joe Mixon, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, Darren Waller. Tyler Lockett might be the only saving grace.
Yeah, I think Sensei's all pros can pull that, man. He got a lot of number 2 receivers.
He got Jonathan Taylor. I mean, let's just keep it a buck.
He got a lot of number 2 receivers. Like I'm feeling like Sensei's all pros can pull this one out.
Are we calling an MVP before we head off?
With Cleveland's defense, I don't know. MVP this year for me.
They Josh Allen. Call it a day.
Yeah, it's looking like Joshua. You know what I mean? But my sleeper pick is that boy out in Los Angeles by the name of Justin Herbert. You know what I mean?
He stole my pick.
I feel like Herbert might. You see what he did last year. I think Herbert might be the guy. You know what I mean?
Like everybody is jacking some Herbert, bro. They
Also sleeper
Herbert.
pick. I mean, it might be unpopular. But another sleeper for me is Jalen fucking Hurts. If the Eagles win about 12, 13 games, Jalen Hurts.
That's a high chance that's gonna happen too. It's a high chance that's gonna happen. They already talking about I'm just looking at a lot of people as far as like on that type of time. Like I'm not just saying that because I'm an Eagles fan. But if you look at our roster is probably the best roster in the league. We always had an O-line. We probably got the best O-line in the league, if not second. Defensive line, we just bolstered the defensive line. We add more pieces. Now it's like we always have a top 10 defensive line, but now we probably in top 5 now. Then our second day, we got two standard corners that's capable of sticking anybody in the league. And we if not, we have the best slot corner, which is Maddox, even though he's ass to be an outsider, but he's great at the slot. And we just got 2 safeties. No, we got a safety that just like he's very rangy. He's top 10 in the league for the Saints. And you got Epps that later would but want to prove with somebody, but because he's young, you have to give him his time. Give him his time. If you look at that defense alone, with the D line, which is rotating with Big Jordan Davis and we don't even know if we're gonna pay 3-4 or not. Which is crazy. It's like because we can play 3-4 because Nakobe Dean is showing that he's capable of being our starting middle linebacker. And that mesh, and then that's the defense. Then we go to offense. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, that this can't be. He's unguardable right now, as far as what's been shown. It's like you can't stick him now. It's the second year now. He got something to prove. And Jalen Hurts, a person that if he do good, he's gonna get that bag, that real bag. You can't fuck up this bag. This is like it's opportunity. I never seen a person more patient that played the game or anything that he has been. But on the field is different because it seems like he's a young boy on the field, but when he's talking, he's very patient.
Don't drop
if
that money.
Up, yeah, that money is that nigga can get potential 250, 300 million if he plays it right. That's what I'm saying. All he had to do is just go out there. If you don't got no pass, then you run. Don't just run for no fair reason, and just throw the right ball. Game.
That boy sold me.
I got Josh Allen as my early MVP for this joint. So
I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there then. Besides, in the rush we trust. But before he gonna be the sleeper. I think we are just forgetting this AFC North and those MVP caliber people they have there. We have Lamar Jackson, who is a former MVP, who was 8-3 last year with an abundance of injuries on the squad before he himself got hurt. Like, I think people are just forgetting that this man is capable of being an MVP over the course of the season. And then I got to give a shout out to that man Burrow, the Super Bowl productee himself, who made it his second year. Improved O-line. He got the offense. He got the skills. If jacking him like we're supposed to be jacking him this year, everybody picking him to win their division. Everything. If we jacking him like that, then he gonna have an MVP caliber year. But I think between him and Lamar, I'm praying Lamar stay healthy the whole year. But between them two, I think you got an easy possible pick for MVP out of both of them. Then of course,
don't forget, we'll see what Mahomes does, because out of the years Mahomes started, they said his down year was 4,700 yards, 30 plus touchdowns, and that's
the only thing about him is just he's never been considered for MVP, regardless of the stellar years he's always had. He's never been considered for MVP. So I tend not to give him the same thing because he's just never been considered for MVP. So
he won one.
I'm just saying, like the last year or so, like he's just never really been considered ever since that one. I'm just like,
right. And then he broke the Madden curse. So I mean, let's give him that.
I'm happy for that. Sheesh.
Lamar Jackson won too, but he didn't look like an MVP after that.
Like I said, barring the last year, he was up there up until like he got hurt. He was good for the first 11 games. Just after that, he got hurt.
They record, you know, that a person with a record that consists of that's not. I mean, just say he was 8-3. Okay, he's 8-3 before people got hurt. But you still know that you only way they don't give MVP until the season finish out. So we just thinking kind of early. But he still want to win it over the person that won it already. They want to win it over Aaron Rodgers, right?
I don't know. He got hurt, so I don't have that answer.
I'm gonna be honest. Rodgers was already definitely shouldn't have won that MVP last year. It should have been Tom Brady. I also think Mahomes has, because he's Patrick Mahomes, we know the stats he's gonna put up. But because of the narrative involved, we know narratives go into MVPs. I mean, no Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
I mean, you just got Kelsey. Now you got to throw to Valdez, Scanlon, and Juju Smith-Schuster. If he make them look like they fucking all pros and they win 12 games, Patrick Mahomes fucking around might be MVP.
If Mahomes makes Juju look like how Juju was when he thought he was that guy, but everybody was just doubling AB.
Antonio Brown.
I'm just saying he was he was was an offensive player of the week or some shit like that, and then that's when the team went downhill.
The dollar sign AP? AB? What?
Nah.
AB is out here thugging.
Oh. Shout out to Le'Veon Bell knocking out AP last night.
That's crazy.
L. Bell with the knockout.
Yeah.
It seems Adrian Peterson
looking at him crazy right now. But everybody's saying MVPs, but who's defensive player of the year? Who y'all got for defensive player of the
year? That's a good one.
It's gonna be somebody that we don't even think right now.
Last year was who? TJ Watt.
Donald.
Yeah.
TJ Watt. Oh, TJ Watt got it last year.
To me, my pick, I'm gonna go Myles Garrett for my pick.
Interesting.
Always stealing. I was gonna be fine.
I would say it's gonna be like, it might be a corner this year. It's gonna be a corner. I can't tell y'all from the bat what corner, but I think I'm gonna just say position. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a corner.
I'm gonna say Michael Parkson.
If he continues to do what he did Thursday night, I'm gonna say Von Miller. I'm gonna let that man have another useful year and just completely just blow through.
Von Miller.
I will go back and say Von Miller. I mean, he only 33. It's not like he's aged. Like he still got at least a couple of good years left. If he showed up like he did Thursday, get a sack or two, a couple of sacks every game, impacts the game like that, I'm going Von Miller. Go ahead and get the Super Bowl MVP. Get him a little note.
Again, and they're gonna get then at 25 sacks.
I don't know about 25. I'll say he get a sack or two a game, or
a sack or two every game.
He gonna get notoriety. I got above 15. He might not get a sack or two every game, but he'll get the notoriety because he's on the Bills. He'll get that notoriety.
Last game, that was easy to him. If he get another 1 or 2 sacks for the rest of the game in this year, he gonna have over 20-some sacks. He got 2 already. He still got 15 games left.
Unfortunately, they got an easy division. So he can get at least a few sacks in the divisional matchups. He might not get them every game, but doggone it, he gets some pressure. Hey.
We're gonna let the pros handle this, but we'll be back next week, 11 a.m.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of salt next week.
Yeah, before we go,
unfortunate stuff, but we'll be here.
Before we go, let's because obviously we won't be here on Thursday because of what it sounds like. But week 2 Thursday night's game is Chargers Chiefs. You know what I mean? At Kansas City.
I got the
I'm picking the
Chargers
Chargers again.
Uh,
If they won last year, I have no reason not to pick them this year. So screw it. I'm picking the Chargers.
I just go with Andy Reid. Andy Reid just know how to win, so I'm just going. Chargers got to show me they got to show me Buffalo Bills type quality for me to think they good.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs. That last game they played, last year on that Thursday night was crazy. You know what I mean? The Travis Kelce walk off. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen again, but I think the game will be just as good. I'm taking Kansas City.
Not with the overtime rules we have now. Everybody gets the ball.
Oh yeah, everybody get a turn now because niggas won't be crying because
we not on that shit anymore.
They just want to cry about sudden death. Like
no more walk-offs for the Chiefs. They got to earn it.
You can learn a lot from college football.
No more walk-offs from the Chiefs. They got to earn it now.
Then somebody in Philadelphia had something to do with that ruling.
I don't know. I know they voted on over off season.
But that shit they was talking about that, they was like about a new overtime rule. I was like, what?
Everybody gets the ball now. You get at least
been
one
need a
possession
new
on
overtime
offense
rule for the last like 10 years.
So
what's
the
defense got to come up with these interceptions.
What's the point of flipping the coin at the end?
To see who gets it first. Because if you get it first and you go down there and score, then you just get to stop the game over. But time for interceptions and overtime. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, we rather watch these games. You know, we bet tomorrow. Locker room talk. You know it is. But if you need to watch something funny, go watch After Dark from last night.
Jesus Christ.
What happened last night?
Oh my God. B&T was in his bag. Shout out to Joe being in his bag. Joe, don't come on high anymore. Matter of fact, Joe, please come on
Joe,
high.
come on, drunk, man. Drunk Joe is
every episode.
Who Joe?
Drunk Joe is gold.
If you watch it, go watch it. Go watch the show from last night. It's hilarious. But Locker Room Talk, Mondays, we'll be back on that. Tuesdays, Blerd Cartel plays. Wednesdays, Roundtable. We got some TikTokers coming on for that episode of What It Sound Like Thursdays.
I was up to like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was going to come in last night, but I was like, I ain't know what time y'all done that shit.
I think we done like around 1:30, 2 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
Friday night, you're Make It Make Sense. Honey and Cocoa podcast. You already know everything we got going on.
I guess War is shut down for now.
They coming back on tonight.
Okay, the ladies are back tonight. Let's go.
Ladies are back tonight.
Yeah, so you here while you're watching your football. Come give them some love.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna watch these football games. Then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna watch. Definitely gonna watch Power.
So, I watched that this morning.
Oh yeah, I just watched that before the show.
We had to do some Power reviews. I don't know.
Yeah.
Raising Canaans.
Yeah,
But we out of here. We check y'all out. Watch these fucking games.
Yeah, buddy.